The Fox and the Stork. One afternoon, Gugu was moving through the forest when it saw the dog and cat fighting. When Gugu approaches to find out what the matter is, the cat tells Gugu that the dog is always very dominating. So Gugu says, "Come, let me tell you a story." A fox and a stork were neighbours living in a forest. The fox was always jealous of the stork as it was slimmer, taller, and looked more beautiful than the fox. One day, the fox decided to embarrass the stork and invited it over for dinner. The unsuspecting stork went to the fox's house for dinner. The fox brought out 2 flat plates with soup in it and placed it on the table. It told the stork that it was no fancy meal, but that it hoped that the fox likes it. The fox happily lapped up all the delicious soup that she had prepared and served for itself. It even encouraged the stork to eat it up, describing how yum it was. But the stork was unable to taste it, as it could not drink from the flat plate with its pointed beak. The fox told the stork that it seemed like the stork did not like the soup, and so the fox drank it completely. The stork left for home on an empty stomach. Just before he left, he invited the fox over for dinner the next day. The next day, the fox went to the stork's house for dinner. At the door, she could smell the aroma and she began to feel hungry. As the stork set up the table, the fox waited in anticipation. The stork put some soup in 2 thin, long jars with a narrow neck and placed it on the table. Stork told Fox that it was a special family recipe and hoped that the fox enjoys it. So saying, the stork put her beak through the narrow opening of the jar into the thin, long jar and relished the soup. He exclaimed that it was his favourite soup, but this time the fox was not able to taste it, as it could not drink from the jar. The stork waited a while and then turned to the fox, saying, "Oh, I am sorry, Fox. Looks like you do not like the soup." This lesson made the fox realise what goes around comes around. Gugu concludes that it is thus very important for us to treat others the way we wish to be treated.